Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Pisces, April 13, 2022. The moon in your resources sector all day points to a practical theme. Even so, the Sun and Jupiter are heading into alignment in your sign, boosting your confidence and spirit. With this transit, you're making your opportunities by putting more faith in yourself and your capabilities. Look for opportunities to expand, improve, and grow. You feel considerably more optimistic and can more readily get others on board for ventures you're considering. Ideas for future projects can be golden, so pay attention. You're in good shape for growing something, whether it's a relationship, project, or business. Certainly, this transit, along with a recent new moon in your sign, can have you feeling that you're starting fresh. The motivation to improve your life skyrockets. You're in fabulous shape for investing in your personality, and it's also a standout time for influence, faith, and hopefulness. Today's astro weather is urging you to own up to your self-worth. You are the entire package, and it's about time you recognize that. As you may remember, the moon rules your fifth house of love, passion, and self-expression, but it will enter warrior-like Leo and your second house of value systems today. Is this love interest worthy of your precious time and energy? With the moon's ruler, Mars, sitting together with Venus via your 11th house of associations, community, and sense of belonging in the world, it's important that you reflect on your hopes, wishes, and dreams, specifically those of you looking for someone with a similar goal. It may be easier to say what is on your mind and express yourself in your workplace today. With the Sun in your sign, you are coming across as notably confident in your creativity and desire to work with others. Since the Sun sextiles Uranus in Taurus, you may be surprised with how your authenticity affects conversation and dynamics in your work cliques. There could be something surprising that is said in conversation that gives you a better idea of who you want to befriend and talk to regularly at work. The moon might be making an ordinary monthly visit to your income sector, but as the last before the Sun returns, there is a greater need to pay attention. This means listening to your gut, but also to everything that your intuition, instincts, and imagination are focused on, with the doors to the most lucrative months of 2022 opening in just 16 days. Curiosity might kill the cat, but you're not a kitty. Take a good look around and you'll spot a new cutie in your environs. You are thought of as a rather reserved person, but in fact you can be intense and passionate too. With today's planetary alignment, your passions could easily catch fire. Expect to look and feel your best, and to surprise yourself with what you are ready and willing to accomplish. Your energy is high and easily directed toward positive expression. You more than anyone realize that taking great care of yourself is sexy, sexy, sexy. So, don't skip your daily workout. This is a great day to get things tidied up and organized. With the essence of this day happening, applying a little elbow grease will probably feel good for you. Along with added energy toward working, you can expect to feel mentally sharp. Being able to come up with space solutions or ways to be more efficient will come to you much easier than usual. Whether it's at home or at the office, make the most of these helpful benefits. On the same day that the Sun moves into his final 7 days in your income sector, Jupiter, the planet of luck and expansion, is due to return in 4 weeks from today. While they will miss each other by 21 days, while the Sun has the solar spotlight on your income situation, matters, and options it with the understanding that this is just the starting point. With Venus, the planet of money, returning early next month, Jupiter 9 days later, and Mars at the end of next month, some of the most lucrative conditions in over a decade are just around the corner. Just 2 days after Mercury, the planet of communication, returned to your relationship sector, the moon not only returns to your relationship sector but into a friendly aspect. As this will also see the moon clash with Venus, still in her early days in Pisces, this will put a balance between your personal and relationship needs to the test, while at the same time giving this a voice. Our eyes in the sky. The moon takes its first steps in fiery Leo this morning, marking the beginning of a new lunar cycle. You should be feeling emotionally refreshed and ready to take on the world. The energy here is great for starting new projects, so if you've been putting aside certain tasks, now would be the time to pick them up and execute your plans. This energy likes to move, so you'll likely get a boost to your endurance as well. Your desire for adventure is highlighted now, which could lead to an impulsive excursion away from home. Humor your whims today, fleeting as they may be, and don't be afraid to step out of your normal routine. This afternoon, the moon cozies up to healing asteroid Chiron, and this aspect could go one of two ways. You could do a really great job of putting someone else's needs ahead of your own, which could in turn leave you with the short end of the stick. Or you could finally give yourself permission to be a little bit selfish. This is the time to think about what you want and then act on it. It might feel unnatural to be so self-serving, but we all need to take time out for ourselves now and again. Just remember to be gentle with others when you're letting them know it's all about you right now. While your attention will be drawn in many directions today, the most urgent is Venus and Mars' last full day in your career sector. While Venus has been here for the last 4 months, Mars for the last 6 weeks, and they have been aligned for nearly 3 weeks, from tomorrow the push to get this professional year up to speed will end and it will become more about the journey. In all your personal and professional goals and ambitions, today is about not just focusing on what excites you but daring to believe in what's possible. Having the moon in Leo as Venus and Mars spend their last full day in a competitively charged part of your chart and prepare to move to a more social and serendipitous part tomorrow is a huge advantage. The planets of love and passion are as tightly aligned now as they have been, and thanks to the moon you are emotionally engaged. It is an especially quiet day astrologically, as the Leo moon makes no aspects until it links up with wounded healer asteroid Chiron after noon. This transit stimulates insecurities, forcing us to become our own emotional support system. In the past, especially in our formative years, a fear of rejection caused us to shy away from expressing some facet of our identity. Perhaps we were deemed too loud, too opinionated, or accused of taking up too much space. We might have had interests or ambitions that clashed with familial expectations or ostracized us from our peers. As children, we internalized these complaints and associated them with a lack of safety. The message: if we are our authentic selves, others will abandon us. At this juncture, events occur which provoke familiar anxieties. The moon and Chiron are currently the only planets transiting a fire sign, and burning feelings of anger and resentment could flare up seemingly out of nowhere, directed at those who unknowingly poke old wounds. Although our frustrations are valid, perpetuating harm is no way to reconcile our past. In fact, through these confrontations, we become more practiced at supporting and healing the inner child who craves validation. Be your own best cheerleader now.